Supreme Lord, eternal truth, let us obey Thee alone and live according to truth. परमोच प्रभु सत्यम नित्यत्वमेव केवलम अनुवर्तामहे सत्यम अनुजीवम केवलम ओं शांति शांति शांति. Namaste, Vande Mataram, good evening, welcome all of you. The topic of this evening's discussion will be on divine is our goal. Very interesting topic, very important topic, the marvelous topic we are going to discuss, that is divine is our goal. Of course we know, we have many times we have discussed the same topic in different formats, in different angles we have of course discussed. That in spiritual life, or people who are pursuing their spiritual path, the divine is their goal, only divine, nothing is there, well, except the divine, nothing is there. So divine is the goal. Almost from the mother's quoting, we'll see the divine, we'll discuss, see and discuss. Of course, we'll try to quote few lines, few quotations, few messages from the mother's quotings, mother's writings. On this topic, many times I have already explained you. Of course, in brief or in enlargement, we have discussed in many angles, in many times, many topics. Of course, it is discussed. Today, it will be a very short quarter on our discussion on this topic. Divine is our goal. Mother quotes: the divine alone is the support. The divine alone is the support that never fails. Everything in the universe, in our life, in our movement, if there is chance of failure, but thing is that only thing that never fails in life, that is the divine, that alone is the support, and that support definitely it never fails us. That is the critical, that is the crucial support, that is divine. Sir, Mother quotes again: without the divine, life is a painful illusion. So we can't think of our life without the presence of the divine. Without the support of the divine, it is not possible to think of the life and the progress and development. Without the divine, life is a painful illusion. Then what is with life? With life, all is bliss. So a hidden ananda or bliss is at the root of things. So for this, the support of the divine, the presence of the divine, the grace of the divine, that is the most essential factor. So with the divine, life is bliss. Why life is bliss required? Here in the quotes again, God's oneness and bliss are our inborn right. Thing is that we have to fulfill some conditions. The checkered work, the soul must justify its checkered work. But thing is that if you see us, Sri Aurobindo has indicated, Sri Aurobindo has categorically explained us that two things are our inborn right, that is God's bliss and oneness, for which we are pursuing the sadhana with yoga. Yoga means one thing, soul should be, soul and supreme soul, that union will be there, union with the divine. That's what initially during the course, God's oneness and bliss are our inborn right, oneness with the divine. Second one is bliss, no disease, no tear, no agony, no grief, nothing is there, only happiness, only laughter, only smile, only bliss. That is the goal. So two things are our inborn rights here in the course, and from the time immemorial, from the eternal period of time, we feel and we quest, we do the sadhana, tapasya, arduous tapasya even. But thing is that we are yet to be aware of the concept, what actually we are doing, what is the aim and objective of life, what is the purpose of our sadhana. Anyway, we'll go to the next quotation. The divine is the sure friend who never fails. Again, sure friend. Initially, it was is the support. Divine is the sure friend who never fails. The divine is the power, the support, the guide. Divine is again first the sure friend who never fails. He is the divine is the power. Divine is the support. Divine is the guide. The divine is the light which scatters all darkness. Such a light, a great light, very illumined light which scatters entire darkness. The conqueror who assures the victory. The divine is the conqueror who assures ourselves the great victory to be won against the past, against the darkness, against the death, against our agony, against our failure, that great victory, it is assured only with the divine and his presence and his support, because he is our friend, that never fails. He is the power, the support, the guide. Again we'll go, the only response that never fails in the is the divine's force. The only response that never fails is the divine's response. The only love that never fails is the divine love alone, and the divine's will can also always with you. So this divine love, this divine will, and this divine response, it is there with us, indicating at each moment. It is everywhere, in all paths of the time, in all the tracks, at every moment, each and under each and every circumstances, it is there. It has the big effect, and it is helping us, and we have to be conscious. We have to take the step, and we have to get the guidance from them, because they are all around, only divine and divine and divine, centering and around the divine. Just we are moving and forgetting that that is the center point is divine, that focal point we are forgetting that. So take the divine alone into your soul's confidence. Soul is the spark of the absolute, we know. Take the divine alone into the soul's confidence. Nothing. Take the into the soul's confidence. Take only one thing, that is the divine. Think of the divine alone, and the divine will be with you. If one-sided, it is only concentrated sense we think of the divine, then wholeheartedly, entirely, and absolutely we think of the divine round the clock, at each moment, everywhere, under all circumstances, then that it is sure, it is assured, ascertained that divine will be with you. A strange occupation, a single aim, a single joy, that is divine. Very interesting, there is nothing to be confused, Mother quotes here. A strange occupation, a single aim, a single joy, that is divine. Without the divine, nothing, only the divine we must think of, and we must carry out our will, we must proceed with the divine. Think, act, and play, everything will be centering around the divine. The opinion of the Supreme Lord alone, the opinion of the Supreme Lord alone has importance. Nothing important is there. So people think we are important, head of the family, I am running the family, I am boss of this office. That is actually temporary, short time. It is the ego-centered confusion, calculation. But thing is that, Mother Course, the opinion of the Supreme Lord alone has importance. The Supreme Lord alone deserves all our love. Nobody else, because human love, that is perverted, it fails, it actually shakes, it actually sometimes we feel the setbacks from the human love. But divine love, the Supreme Lord alone, here in the course, the Supreme Lord alone deserves all our love, entire our love. Only the Supreme Lord deserves, and he returns returns it to us as a hundredfold. If like the multiplication by 100, as much as we give, in return we get a hundredfold return. But we don't forget, we just try to do secure. It is a selfless, within the selfless atmosphere, selfless love we survive. So we don't know what is exactly happening, so we confine ourselves. But the thing is that, Mother Course, if we give ourselves completely, that return will be a hundredfold. 100 times it will be the return in return. Concentration upon oneself means death and decay. Concentration, two types during the course, Mother Course. Concentration upon oneself is only decay and death. On the contrary, concentration upon the divine alone brings life and growth and return. Just imagine what it is our goal, the aim of our life, the object of our life we must realize. We are not here to lead a very satisfied and a very comfortable life. We are here to discover, to manifest, and to become the divine. That is, the divine is our goal. We need that supramental force to be guided and to be moved around. That is the goal of our path. The thing is that if we concentrate upon ourselves, then that is the natural probability, natural fruit will be decay and death. But we will rather on the other side, if we concentrate upon the divine divine alone brings, then we'll get life, growth, and realization. Just imagine what required before deciding on these two factors. Thing is that we must know what is the object of our yoga, object of your life, aim of our life we are leading here. So the ideal attitude is to belong only to the divine. That is the only attitude. The and your mother course is the ideal attitude, only belong to the divine, to work only for the divine. Second concept, and above all, to expect only from the divine, from no human help or aid. Only expect everything from the divine, to work only for the divine, to belong only to the divine, and then divine strength, peace, then strength, peace, satisfaction from expect all from the divine strength, peace, and divine satisfaction. Then everything will, peace will come, satisfaction will come, and the strength will come from the divine. And so we have to be single-handedly, we have to become to the divine, we have to work for the divine, and we have to expect everything, peace, satisfaction, everything from the divine. The divine is all merciful. Divine is all merciful and gives us the all that we need to lead us the quickly as possible to the goal. So we are proceeding towards our goal. Divine is there. He is our goal. He is guiding us. He is leading us. He is driving us. So with His peace, power, light, everything, we must be pushed in a very swift manner towards the destined goal. Again, here in the mother quotes here. What is lasting, eternal, immortal, and infinity? Four things here in mother quotes of. What is lasting, eternal, immortal, and infinity? That is indeed worth having. Then what is that? Immortal, eternal, lasting, and infinity. What is that? That is indeed worth having, worth conquering, worth having, worth conquering, worth possessing. It is the divine light, divine love, divine life. It is also supreme peace, perfect joy. So these are the things, actually it is the goal of our work. I will try to quote it again. What is the lasting, eternal, immortal, and infinity? That is indeed worth having, worth conquering, and worth possessing. Then what is that? Of what mother course? It is divine light, divine love, and a divine life. Again, it is also supreme peace, perfect joy, and all mastery upon earth with the complete manifestation of the crown. So for that supreme peace, perfect joy, all mastering, so we have to expect divine love, divine light, and divine love. So possessing, all conquering, worth having, and worth possessing, that is only. So things, everything divine, supreme, nothing else, nothing outside, everything depends upon them. True strength and perfection come from the divine presence in the heart. True strength and protection come from the divine presence in the heart. Mother again quotes, if you want to keep this presence constantly in you, avoid certainly, carefully, all ugly vulgarity in the speech, behavior, or act. All sorts of vulgarity in speech, behavior, and act must be carefully avoided. Don't mistake liberty for the license of freedom. Liberty, license of freedom, that must not be taken up. For bad manners, so good manners are expected, it is the must. These thoughts must be pure in the aspiration ardent. Then again mother quotes, in silence the consciousness grows. It actually aspires to know you more and more perfectly. Then again quotes, forget your difficulties in yourself, and the Lord will take care of all in all your progress. So before time, will say, the path is long, but self-surrender makes it short. The way is difficult, but the perfect trust makes it easy. The force that can do it, so we have to expect upon the divine. We have to take the help. That is the only thing necessary.